hunger triggers a mild stress response in your brain, and that stress makes you more alertive and ready to seek food. It releases some like weird hormones like norepinephrine and cortisol. Basically, it boosts your arousal and motivation. And once those are boosted, it activates the goal-seeking mechanism in your brain. So very simply, hunger makes you want to achieve shit, and you can use that to force yourself to make money. So I found this out at the start of 2024, and since then I basically never eat anything. And I've made $8,000 from my online freelancing business just by basically starving myself and only working when I'm hungry. So if you're still working a job you fucking hate, and your business isn't making any money, and you struggle to focus, and you struggle to work, and you struggle to sit down at your desk, I'm going to give you 3 reasons on why you should use hunger, just like I did. So number 1 is arousal. I want you to imagine like caveman, like 100,000 years ago, like this monkey looking ass motherfucker who wakes up and has nothing to eat. He doesn't have a fridge, he doesn't have a freezer, he doesn't have any like preserving salts or whatever. When he wakes up, all the food that he had yesterday is already rotted, so he has to find new food. And the thing is, our brains are exactly the same as that caveman's, because evolution takes fucking millions of years, so we can't change how our brains work. And that caveman, when he wakes up, his brain forces him to want to achieve something, which is basically hunt for food or find food or like kill something. His sole fucking purpose in life is to go and find food as soon as he wakes up, because he is hungry. So this is the goal-seeking mechanism that I was talking about. Like if you've ever played a video game, you've had the same thing. Like for example, if you've played Minecraft and you think to yourself like, oh, I'm really fucking hungry, but I'm just gonna mine 2 more diamonds. I'll just like find 2 more diamonds and then I'll get off, then I'll go eat something. That's your goal-seeking mechanism saying, achieve this goal, which is 2 diamonds, and then we'll like have the reward, which like either is having diamonds or going and eating food. The thing is, your brain is slightly retarded, and it assumes that your hunger will get fixed by you fucking mining diamonds, because obviously you mine diamonds and then you tell yourself like, oh, then I'm gonna go to the fridge. Whereas the caveman, he'd have to go hunt something and then he'd be able to like cut it up, skin it, eat it, and then he'd stop being hungry, right? But for you, your brain basically assumes that whatever you're making progress in, whatever goal you are currently achieving, then you'll have something to eat basically. So you have to be very careful with this and understand that whatever you choose to work on will force you to work even harder, because your brain will assume that once you get this thing, then you'll be able to eat food and then you'll be like less hungry. So for example, if you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is play Minecraft for 5 hours, you're really going to go hard on Minecraft and you're really going to concentrate, because your brain is forcing you to like, yeah, I'm just going to play Minecraft and I'm going to achieve all these things and then I'll go eat. But if you decide to work, if you decide to plan your day and like sit there and do something productive, that's when your brain is like, okay, fuck, I need to do this and then I'll be able to like go eat later. I need to do my work first and then I'll be able to eat. And the easiest way to choose what you're going to work on is fucking simple. Like just make a plan, make a to-do list of everything you need doing the day before. So for example, if this was a Monday and I want to wake up on Monday and work, on Sunday night, I'll write a list of shit that needs doing, the highest leverage tasks that I need to make sure I get done. And then on Monday, I don't have to worry about anything. I just wake up and I work and I don't eat anything, and my brain forces me to basically do all the to-do list, because it knows once the to-do list is done, then I'll eat something. And I have a module in my program that walks you through step by step exactly how to plan your day. So if you struggle with that and if you want help with it, just join the program and send me a DM, and I'll basically like hold your hand one-on-one so I can make sure that you fucking do the work that you're going to say you do. And I also have 2 coffees every time I work. So caffeine makes work more stimulating, and it actually makes everything more stimulating, because your dopamine receptors are enhanced when you have caffeine. And what that basically means is that whatever you get dopamine from while you're having caffeine, your brain gets more addicted to it. So for example, if you've ever had an energy drink and then you decide to like fucking play Minecraft all day, then you get really addicted to playing Minecraft, because the feeling of fun in Minecraft is basically like doubled from the caffeine. We can also use this for work, and this effect fucking stacks. Like imagine forcing your brain to work while you're hungry, so you're already like moving towards a goal because your brain is thinking like, oh fuck, if I do this, then I'll get to work. And you stack caffeine on top of that, so you're getting more dopamine from working and you're achieving your goals. Like this is how you genuinely make work feel easy and focus in your fucking business. Like imagine if you could force your brain to just sit there and work on something and have caffeine and make it feel even more fun. This is how you get addicted to making money, because as soon as you do that, your brain craves that feeling of like, oh fuck, when I was working in the morning, when I was hungry, I got so much shit done and I had caffeine and it was even more fun. And the nice thing is that coffee actually like reduces a little bit of that hunger. So you're not as like fucking irritated and annoyed that you're hungry. Instead, you just boost your fucking dopamine and you still get that stress response that boosts your arousal and motivation. And especially if you drink a little bit of water as that, you don't get that irritation anymore. You just get that focus and that clarity in the morning. So for me, I wake up at like 4:55 a.m. I have my first coffee at like 6:30, 7ish. Then I have another coffee at around about like 9:30. And then if I'm like about to have a heavy workout that day, I'll have a coffee again at 11. But usually I try to stick to around about 2 because that's all I need. And then for the rest of the day, I'm working a little bit, but not that much. So it doesn't really matter if I don't have that like crazy fucking focus. So reason number 2 was priority. And let me ask you this. Is the most important thing in your life to not feel hungry? Is the most important thing in your life to eat food at the start of the day? Or is it to make money so you can quit your fucking job and genuinely have the freedom that you want? If it's making money, then just focus on things that make you money. And if it's not eating food at the start of the day, then don't focus on that. Look, the point I'm trying to make is it's not that important whether you are hungry or not, because you need to make money. When I was in your situation, my only goal was making more money and I didn't really give a fuck about eating because I understood that for the first 6 hours of the day, it didn't matter how I felt as long as I was making progress towards a goal. And my goal was quitting my job so I could actually do the shit that I want from the comfort of my own house. It doesn't matter whether you are hungry or not. It matters if you do the work or you don't do the work. And look, your brain is sharpest and has the most energy as soon as you wake up. And you're also the most hungry as soon as you wake up because you've just fasted for like 8 fucking hours whilst you've been asleep. So optimize that time and use it for good. Optimize it for making money and utilizing that time to focus and work. Like imagine in COD, it's like a fucking double XP weekend. The morning is basically a double XP weekend when you're the most hungry, you have the most energy, use caffeine and you get more dopamine and you can make the most and fastest progress towards all your work. All it takes is that you just don't eat anything and drink coffee and drink water and wake up a little bit early. And you just said that making money is your number 1 priority. So fucking make it your number 1 priority. Do everything you can to make money. And you might be still thinking like, oh, but if I don't eat, like how am I gonna focus if I'm hungry? Surely me being hungry is gonna like make me focus less. But if you genuinely think about it, that's complete bullshit. Imagine that caveman. Do you think he was less focused or more focused on on hunting when he was hungry? Like you can imagine it right now, can't you? Like imagine the caveman sat there in the fucking bushes looking at his prey or like looking at a rabbit or something. You can see like he's fucking laser-eye focused on the rabbit because he has to eat it, otherwise he's gonna die of starvation. That's the same way your brain feels when you're working on something that you know will give you results. And like you can not believe me, you can think that hunger is like a bad thing and it's gonna like ruin your focus and whatever. Like that's fine. Because the other thing you can do is just have caffeine, drink water, wake up early, have a plan, and then you're basically not hungry anyway because you're just focused on something else and you don't even think about the fucking hunger. Like caffeine satiates your hunger, water basically the same thing, and you can work for like 5-6 hours without feeling hungry at all if you just have like 3 coffees. It's not that fucking deep. I used to try and wake up and I'd work hungry, but I wouldn't have any coffee, I wouldn't have any water, I didn't have a plan, I didn't like do anything basically. I just like woke up early and decided, yep, I'm gonna be hungry and I'm gonna try and work. And obviously that didn't fucking work. I had shit sleep, I didn't prioritize like a good night's sleep, I had like my quality of sleep was just bad. Like sure I was in bed, but all that shit was bad. I didn't plan my work, I didn't like do any of the good things. I just decided that I'd wake up and then I'd work on something. And I fucking failed because like work was boring. I didn't know what to do. I was basically just procrastinating, fucking trying to figure out what to work on. And then my brain was just all fucked up. And I eventually just ended up fucking eating after like 30 minutes and then procrastinated for the rest of the day anyway. But as soon as you plan ahead and prioritize working in the morning, then you'll start to make progress. Because if you prioritize working in the morning and being hungry and optimizing for hunger, then you'll have a good night's sleep, you'll go to bed early, you'll plan the work that you need to do the day before, you'll make sure you have coffee, you'll make sure you have water, And once you like sit down, you just fucking work because it's just easy. So just quickly, I'll tell you how to prioritize sleep and how to actually make sure you have a good night's sleep. Go to bed at the same time every single day. Have lights, like RGB lights across your room that turn off at like 7:30 p.m. and that basically like reminds your brain like, oh fuck yeah, I need to go to bed. The same thing with the morning. Have RGB lights that turn on like 3 minutes before your alarm. So have your alarm set for like for me, I have my alarm set for 4:55 a.m. but my lights will turn orange at 4:52, and basically I'll wake up because of the lights in my eyes. My alarm also is on the other side of my room, so I have to actually get up out of bed to turn my alarm off. And I also like can't scroll on my phone at night because it's on the other side of the fucking room. But if your alarm goes off and it's on the other side of the room and you live with multiple people in your house, like I live with my family, I have to go turn it off because I don't want to fucking wake them up. So that also just like motivates you to get out of bed really fucking easy. And then how do you plan your day? So basically make a to-do list of the highest leverage tasks that you can do. Basically the most important shit that you can think of that will make your business the most money. And then just do that first thing in the morning. That's pretty fucking simple. And the cheat code to this is make it fun, make it feel like a reward, make it feel like your brain is getting something for doing this. Like imagine if I told you to work for 4 hours straight in the morning and then I'd give you like $1 million. You'd fucking work straight away. You would have like no excuses. You'd work as hard as you possibly can because you know that you'd get $1 million. And the thing is, no one here is going to give you $1 million for the work that you're doing, at least not right now. So what you have to do is either give yourself little rewards during the day, which is basically like a progress tracker. So imagine like an XP bar in a video game. As soon as you like do one task, then you get a little bit of green, then you get a little bit of green, then you get a little bit of green. And then at the end of the day, like your fucking XP bar is fully green or whatever, and then you level up. Like that's an example. Another thing is just fucking seeing more money in your business. Like as soon as you make more sales, then you automatically get more dopamine because it's just fucking like making money is fun. But the last thing is just deluding yourself into believing that eventually this will pay off. Like for most of you right now, you've probably not made that much money in your businesses, and it's really difficult to keep going when you don't know whether it's going to work. Now the thing is, when I first started the freelancing business, when I first started all the other ones, I didn't have any fucking doubts that I'd make it work. I deluded myself into thinking that I'm going to be a fucking millionaire, I'm going to do all this shit, and I'm going to make all this money because I just wanted to. There was no other options. I had to force my brain to think, yep, fuck it, I'm just going to make lots of money and I'm going to fucking enjoy it. You have to like metaphorically grab your fucking balls and say like, yes, I will make money because I am working and there's nothing that's going to change my mind. Whether this works or not, I genuinely believe that I will make money from this. So just stop being a pussy, drink some coffee, be a little bit hungry, and force your brain to think, yes, this work will make me money and I fucking enjoy it. And the thing is, yes, you're deluding yourself and yes, you're kind of like faking it till you make it. But this shit will make you money. If you wake up hungry, if you use caffeine, if you focus on the highest leverage tasks, you will genuinely make progress in your business. And as long as like progress in your business means more sales, then you make more money. So the last reason to not eat in the morning is basically cooking is gay. It just takes so much time. It's a distraction. And think about it. Like, would you rather spend 30 minutes cooking the food and then eating it, or 30 minutes like moving towards your goals and making progress? Like, I'm not saying fucking don't eat ever, and I'm not saying like only eat McDonald's or something. What I'm saying is if you are gonna cook really fucking simple meals. Like for me, I eat like 4 eggs in the morning and that's basically it. With like ham or like cut up ham or whatever. That's a very simple fucking meal to make. It takes me like, I don't know, less than 5 minutes to make, and then it takes like less than 5 minutes to eat. Whereas if I had to like cook an omelette and then like add all the seasoning and make sure everything's good and all the shit, it takes just so much longer. So if you are gonna cook, make sure it's like super simple meals and think about it logically. Like, what's gonna give you more dopamine? Nice tasting food or more work that will get you more results, that will get you closer to your goal, which is making money and quitting your fucking job? Like, tasty food or more money so you can quit your job. Pretty fucking simple. So if you need someone to keep you accountable and basically tell you exactly what to do step by step, then join the program. Once you're inside, send me a DM or go through the courses and I'll basically personally guarantee that you make your first money online as fast as possible. So click on watch that or that, I don't know which side it's on, and goodbye.